Welcome, everybody. Good evening. I want to thank Eileen for the kind introduction and to Eric Schwartz and the rest of the team at Refugees International for a great work for more than 40 years already. On behalf of my wife, Evelyn Cermeño, and myself, it is a pleasure to serve as honorary chairs of this celebration. We express our sincere gratitude to the committee for this distinction. Congratulations to the ones that are going to be awarded tonight. Costa Rica is a peaceful country with strong social institutions, so we are used to receiving migrants, and constantly we offer political asylum. At the end of the last century, it was one of the main destinations for people from Latin America who were fleeing war, social violence, or unequal access to opportunities. Costa Rica welcoming more than 500,000 Nicaraguan refugees at a time, nearly 20% of the population. More recently, under the leadership of former President Luis Guillermo Solís Rivera and current President Carlos Alvarado Quesada as former minister, Costa Rica was able to manage what we call the crisis of the extracontinental migrants. As former Minister of Health, I share the experience of Costa Rica alongside the stories of other countries at the Migration and Health Forum organized by the World Health Organization and the International Organization for Migration in 2016. Between 2013 and 2016, Costa Rica came to document the transit of more than 33,000 people. Approximately 8,000 were from the Caribbean and 1,500 came from African countries. Costa Rica maintained 44 shelters throughout 15 small communities for taking care of refugees in transit. In this process, Costa Rica acknowledged the 3 principles of refugee care. After a while, shelter workers and host communities become tired and need to be changed. Otherwise, rejection, xenophobia, or racism arises. Governments involved and international cooperation must always be articulated. It is impossible to maintain shelters forever. We must seek long-term solutions that encourage safe return, integration, or transit to places where these opportunities exist. And it is precisely there, in advocating these principles, that the work of Refugees International becomes vital for the most vulnerable. Today, I would like to encourage donors to continue supporting. Nowadays, we know that there are refugees crises in some other parts of the world, but we also have it in Latin America. For example, with the extreme situation in Venezuela that has produced the largest exodus in continental history, and in Nicaragua, where 90% of their immigrants are requesting to become refugees in Costa Rica. Our country is still a final destination, and also we are receiving about 100 migrants per day on our southern border. We hope for another 40 years of leadership and action at Refugees International to confront the challenges that we already have all around the world. Thank you very much.